Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of the more interesting comics to drop this week. This is Solid Blood number 17 from Robert Kirkman in Image Comics. And Ryan Ottley is the artist. This is kind of a fascinating comic. So I said it's from Kirkman and Ottley, and then also Cliff Rathburn is the inker and colorist, and Rus Wooton is the letterer. Why is this interesting? Because they're playing us off like this is some comic that was done a long time ago and just being published today. And, you know, that might be reality. That could be the truth. And also there's issue number 17. Now, you'd be wondering, why didn't we review issues 1 through 16? They don't exist. Yeah, this is just like a random comic Kirkman and crew are just having fun with. We're going to see where it all goes. I think it's kind of fascinating. And they've done some interesting drops in the past. And this is definitely one of them. So how do I describe this? This is like a weird sci-fi story that involves people who have what's known as solid blood, and they kind of gain abilities out of it. You know, they once were called, I think the teaser's like, once they were called gods and deities, and they walk among us, and were heroes and myths, and blah, blah, blah. You kind of get the idea off of that. The story is really scattershot. This definitely feels like being dropped into the middle of the story and being told to just figure it out for yourself. All sorts of characters thrown in there, big bads, all sorts of battles, tons of ultra-violence, like it's fantasy and high-tech and all kinds of craziness blended together in this world that is just utterly nuts. It makes no goddamn sense. So yeah, I mean, this is just a really, really weird release. I'm kind of fascinated to know the why and the history and like what's up with it. And yeah, like that's kind of it's weird. It's really weird. I mean, so it plays off like there's comics come out before it. It plays off that there's comics coming after it. You know, I kind of like the idea of that, and there was a series of Image, and I've been racking my brain as to what it was. It came out, I think, in the 90s. It was one of the, like, third or fourth wave of Image books that played off like there was heroes in the past, and, like, this is, like, the latest volume, or, like, there's Golden Age versions of the character, and there's now Modern Age. They did it a few times. There are a couple series that done it, but there's one in Image that really kind of stuck out to me and really played it off like there was stuff before. And I can't think of what it was. And at some point when I go through all my comics through 2021, I will come across it and go, hey, this is it. I just can't remember what it is. The art is awesome. Like, the story is nonsensical. It makes absolutely no sense just because, like, we're coming into, 17 issues in. Yeah. So you kind of just got to roll with it. I mean, the art, Ryan Ottley is fantastic. Always top-notch stuff. I do appreciate, the thing I really, really appreciate about the comic is that it's got the old school printing to it, like the real old school paper, or at least, close to it, the more newspaper-ish feel to it, which I'm happy about. Like, I think that's kind of cool and makes me super happy. Like, this is just, it brings back some memories, so you can see, like, some of the sci-fi crazy action going on. So you got that sci-fi action, and then you've got necromancer battling it out. So it's just a really out there with tons of crazy ideas. There's a letter page in the back where they kind of act like there's issues out before. We got this Kick Fight issue 9 coming out in March, which would be impressive since, that's only 3-ish months away, and Kick Fight has never been released that I know of. So yeah, I mean, it's just all really fascinating stuff. I kind of like it. I kind of like the goofiness about it. I'd love for creators just to drop in and just do random issues, and it'd be fun to just have them release it without anyone knowing, kind of like this was. But as far as, like, getting into a story and maybe picking up a series of, like, I would actually like to see the bigger picture of this and what the team was thinking. And where it was coming from and where it's going. There's definitely a lot of interesting stuff, but, like, this is being dropped into the middle of a story and being like, just go figure it out. So this is the hardcore comics. If you're a hardcore comic fan of Kirkman, Ottley, any of these people, go for it. If you're a casual reader and just kind of want to pick up some to read, like, no way in hell. But yeah, this might be in your comic shop. Like, I really don't know who got what of this. Probably going to be a pretty hot item. I have no idea. But go hit up your local comic shop and go get it there. I have no idea if you can get this online. I don't know if anyone's going to be selling this, so there may be links underneath. There may not be links underneath. I don't know. If there are, though, still go support your comic shop. Go do that. Yeah, if you speaking of sword, I want to thank you for watching us. We really appreciate it, and go hit up your comic shop. It's what I did to go get this. As always, if you're in the latest comic news, hit us up every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping you nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.